Namaste, namaste, all. It's very nice to see Professor Raju, Dr. Veena Nair, who all are here. Is Manishi ji there? Welcome, Dr. Veena Nair. Welcome. Manju ji, Manju Sri Kumar. Warm welcome. Veena Nair ji. Manju Sri Kumar ji.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
You can hear
welcome.
me.
Miss Soji Rajan.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. And Professor Raju Gopal.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And Swapan Channa ji is here. Namaste, Swapan Channa ji.
Yes. Good afternoon,
Yeah,
Raju sir.
nice. So in the morning we had about 50 people in the initial sessions all together. So we'll expect something like 15 people or 10 to 15 per group. And we are going to record this and place it on our YouTube channel. And if there are any observations, that those will also be shared. Yeah. So, Sangeeta ji, you can start. No, it's still, I think there are still 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I called Manishi Didi. Probably she is going to join.
Yeah.
We just wait for 2-3 minutes, then we
Yeah,
will start here.
That is fine. Meantime, let me welcome Professor Vishwanath Rao. Welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. Nice to see you. You are in Thiruvananthapuram.
Yes, sir. I am in Thiruvananthapuram.
Yeah, nice that MBCET is working on this values.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who is going to give the presentation from MBCET?
I am supposed to give the presentation, but I see I'm still not in that window. Let me just try once again. Am I visible? No.
Yeah, you are visible. You are very much visible.
Okay, but I have not got the Zoom window. . It already says I am there, but my slides, is my slide visible, sir?
No, slide slide is not visible.
Okay. Sir, let me try to rejoin and think some problem.
Okay, all right. Okay. Meantime, Sangeeta ji, if you would like to share something, you can do, or others who are there, they can share what is their experience so far. Yeah, Sangeeta ji.
Bhaiya, the last two presentations in the first session was very learning experience that we can't even think of that what activities can be planned out that can be for students so that they will be a value added and the impact and the effect we can see. Bhutan institution is in a horizontally very wide activity they are performing.
Yeah, definitely.
We are getting much more ideas that we can do in our institutions also.
Yes. Anybody else who was there in the morning sharing? I would encourage everyone to visit Bhutan Institute of Wellbeing, and it can be very useful for the counseling of students. It doesn't have to be the case that they are a drug problem, but the whole program is designed so that the individual gets a wide perspective, a holistic perspective on life, and they get the confidence to live their life fully, to their full potential, if you would. So with that, whatever they can do at the present time, they are trying to do that.
I'm just wondering, am I in the right room? Is this room 4?
Sharmila ji, you are in room, we are in room 1.
Oh, I have to leave then.
Yeah.
So-
But nice. Yeah, Vishwanath ji, your presentation is.
Hello, sir. Is the screen visible now?
Yeah, it is very
Yes,
much
yes,
visible.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for the delay and inconvenience.
Yeah. So let us welcome Dr. Vishwanath Rao, Principal of Mahabasilis College of Engineering and Technology in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. So welcome, Dr. Vishwanath.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you.
We will have 20
So,
minutes of presentation.
Shall I go ahead, sir?
Yeah, please. 20 minutes of presentation and then
Okay.
about 7 minutes of Q&A, but you can plan that 27 minutes the way you want.
Okay, sir. Okay. We'll do that. So, good afternoon. Namaste, Sri Rahul Asthana ji and all other esteemed dignitaries and delegates. Mahabasilis College of Engineering and Technology is an autonomous institution located at Thiruvananthapuram, which is in the state of Kerala. And this institution was established in the year 2002 and became an autonomous college in the year 2020. It is established actually by the Archbishop of Trivandrum and has been giving a lot of importance for value education. So right from the beginning, the institution has been focusing on holistic development of the students along with the various curricular aspects. So we have been offering different exposure related talks and sessions. And with that focus, I think it has been great that we had this opportunity to be the part of UHV programs. And since then, we have been, very committedly involving in the UHV activities. So the college formed its UHV cell formally on October 21st, 2021. And it was, the then principal, Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, and subsequently I have taken over the charge. And it has been well led by a group of committed faculty and technical staff with one of the experienced teachers, Dr. S. Usha Kumari, who is the professor and dean of our corporate relations. So this is just the team who has been leading the activities of the UHV MBCET cell. As far as the courses which were conducted, we have been conducting many faculty development programs, and before that, many of us have been attending the faculty development programs which are part of the UHV. So there have been 90 of the faculty who have been part of the introductory course. Then UHV 1 has been attended by 10 of the faculty and UHV 2 by 12 of them. And some of the main faculty who have been part of these activities, they are Dr. Elizabeth Kurula, Dr. Usha Kumari, Dr. Vidya Vilas, and Dr. Veena Nair, who all actually attended the South Central as well as Southwestern Regional Conference of UHV volunteers held from 28th to 30th of April. This was at RV College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Dr. Usha has been very, very actively involved, and she has been part of many of the UHV workshops and advanced courses. So she actually involved in the introductory workshop 5 times, UHV refresher part 1 and 2, UHV 2 times, then has been volunteering the meetings at Bangalore, Pune, Cochin University, attending morning sessions regularly from 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. So she has been very active in this. And currently at our institution, we have the UHV courses being run for 3 branches of the BTech program, and this is done during the second year. And currently we have introduced UHV 2 core courses for all BTech programs, and we are offering some credit for that. And as part of the ACT requirement, the student induction program, we have been regularly providing the UHV since 2021. Then now for the 3rd semester for MTech also, the UHV has been introduced since last year. UHV cell MBCT conducted an awareness program on the topic incorporating universal human values on 21/5/2022. Actually, this was for the entire faculty and technical team of MBCT, including the position holders, which involved our director, principal, deans, head of the departments, and of course all the faculty and the technical staff. And this has been a very eye-opening session, which gave a very good introduction on the universal human values and the potential sessions that could be, taken up in the college. So it was very well received, and from the management side also, they agreed to support UHV with respect to the curriculum and even in all other possible ways. We actually had one 5-day program that was face-to-face program that was, actually with the resource person, Professor Umesh Jadhav. Umesh Bhaiya was actually very much involved in leading the entire group and delivering a very, very excellent session. And that faculty development program on universal human values too. And of course, it was organized by ACT and conducted at our college. So this was again one of the very effective sessions that led to many follow-ups in the college. So this just gives some glimpse of that particular FDP session, the inaugural function followed by the various sessions handled by Umesh Bhaiya, and also we can see the entire team of faculty and the technical staff all attending the session. Now, as far as some of the key activities that were conducted, we have different groups of staff in the institution, and there was one session conducted for the housekeeping and security staff of our college, and that was on 8/10/2022, and Dr. Elizabeth C. Kurula and Dr. S. Ushagamari were the resource persons for that. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, for the student induction programs during 2022, during 2023, as well as for the current year. Now just the 2024 session, the first year BTech courses have started. And for them, for the current year also, we conducted the UHV classes. And this year it was during September. And then apart from the regular UHV cell meetings, faculty are also being conducted regularly at the college level. Courses are being conducted. Then another workshop on human values was conducted for the 2nd and 4th semester students. That was during April 2022-23 at the college. And this is being followed up with the senior students on a regular basis so that the momentum keeps going. And this is again a summary of the various activities which are being conducted at the college. So you can see a number of sessions, workshop, then student induction program. Then there are certain other courses related to governance through behavioral skills. And this governance through behavioral skills was conducted, and the resource person was Dr. Mary Matilda. She's a motivational speaker. And in all these cases, the representation was very good. A very good number of faculty, students. So continuing that. Which was for by distributing books and stationery items. So where all the UHV cell members participated. Then there were further Dr. Usha Kumari, teacher, as I mentioned, has been very active in delivering many of the sessions to the faculty, staff, and the students of our college, as well as to many neighboring institutions, including even some corporates. So this again shows some of the sessions being conducted. This is the session given to our technical staff, the laboratory staff, and and this actually is another session delivered to the faculty. So actually part of this program, a visit was arranged to one of the nature related locations that is called the Neyar Dam. So just to give, a lesson for the students, that is how the nature and UHV, how they are related, how nature is part of that. So they have been given a good visit to the Neyar Dam and they spent a day there, and it was a very welcome change for all of them. This is again some sessions being given to the external members, people from the company, and this again for our own faculty, sessions were given. So now with respect to the action plan, we are thinking of continuing the process, mentoring senior students to mentor junior students and school students in the future, because this could be a good approach. In our institutions, what we normally see is when their own seniors are involved, the participation becomes even better, because they feel more comfortable to start with either their peers or their senior students. So mentoring senior students to mentor junior students seems to be a good choice. Then other aspect is in our campus, when we talk about the Marivanis Vidyanagar campus, it's a large campus where we have around 18 sister institutions, which includes arts and science colleges, College of Physiotherapy, then also B.Ed College, Law College. All these institutions are around. So it's an opportunity for us to continue the process and mentor students and faculty in our sister institutions. Then beyond the institutions, mentoring company employees, I think this also has been already initiated. Dr. Usha Amari has been taking sessions on an invited basis. She is visiting some of the corporates and the government institutions where sessions are being given. Then also going out of our campus to nearby college, faculty and students. Then probably outreach programs. We have a number of extension activities in our college, which is linked with the NSS and so on. There are a number of society or socially committed clubs and cells operational in different departments. So probably joining with them, outreach programs also can be organized. Now with respect to impact sharing, here we have just shared some of the feedback or experiences that have been given to us that we received from some of the participants. And what we see is the response have been very positive, and many of them have been able to look at the way they have been, how they're leading their lives so far, and what kind of change the UHV could bring in, being part of the UHV sessions and then continuously involving in different meetings, how they could realize where to make changes and how to make life more meaningful. So one of them is more about how the different practice sessions of these programs would help them. And there has been one feedback related to spending a lot of screen time. We all know people tend to use so many gadgets these days, especially the mobile phone. So we get addicted to the mobile gadgets and almost, it has become part of our body. It's like that. So people have been spending almost their entire time looking at the screen and spending, a lot of time in meaningless activities. So this one experience which states here actually is about the screen time and the realization that a lot of time is being wasted and how that time should be utilized in a better way. And this has been learned from the UHV sessions. Then there have been other comments regarding how they have understood the meaning of the word self, and then, trying to spend time more on self. So the message is that self is not actually being selfish. Only if we think about self, then we can think of society and go beyond that. So that is what has been learned there. And then again, the impact on the family side. So here, it's being mentioned that the UHV session has helped a lot in order to be more amiable in terms of the family life, especially if we understand the other person well, then we ourselves will be able to, act or involve in a way such that the family relations become much better. So the empathy aspect is very important. So that also has been brought up. Again, another thing is someone spending a lot of time on planning for the activities and overdoing it. So again, UHV, it is mentioned that UHV has helped a lot in seeing what exactly to be done and not to make things complicated or complex. Actually, through UHV, many things become very simple and effective. So that is another lesson that has been learned through experience. So there are many other points which have been brought in, and they are all related to the many positive aspects of the UHV. And we feel that the impact that the UHV has given has been really great, and it has helped to improve the quality of many of these people who have actually participated and gone through the different sessions that have been coordinated or delivered through the institution, that is the Marbacelis College of Engineering and Technology. So with that, I would conclude my presentation. I thank all of you for your patient listening, and once again thank Sri Rahul Asana ji for your patient hearing, and I hope to get some inputs from your side. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vishwanath ji. Nice, very nice. Who are all the faculty? You had shown a slide of the UHV cell. So,
Yeah.
can you point back to that?
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Very nice that you have been able to form a UHV cell. And you started in 21, is that right?
Yes, sir. Formally started in 2020. But before that also, the SAP and other things were still on, because ACT had that mandate, and based on that, those things. But formally, as a cell, we started it in 2021 by having these members, and then as a formal process, that is the date, which actually reflects on the orders given by the institution for these people to take charge, and the roles that they have to play and things like that.
Very nice. The institution has to play that role of facilitating things and helping the environment to become more and more conducive.
Yeah.
Do you see any change in your institution in these 3 years?
Yes, sir. We
Which
definitely
is tangible
see
change. What you can see.
Yes, we see changes. Actually, in many students, we see that they spend time more on creative things rather than, earlier, many of them were not focused actually. So now we see that at least out of the students who have attended the courses, a good number of them have better focus and they try to spend time more effectively. And some of the faculty are also continuously in touch with them to see that, the momentum continues like that.
See, that is a very important thing that you are saying. And if we can communicate that crisply in the presentation, it would be very nice to share that, that what we
Okay.
are talking about is not just something that has been ordered by AICTE,
Right.
but it is really making a difference in our life, isn't it?
That's true, sir. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So like that, the feedback, you can perhaps give us the essence that one of the essences the students are spending time more productively or wisely. I would say more
Okay.
wisely than just productively.
Okay.
They are doing more meaningful things.
Hmm.
So that is one good outcome. So like that, there would be several other things that are there in the
Right.
detailed feedback.
Okay.
Okay, so that is really wonderful to see that in 3 years, uh, all these changes have happened. And you have 12 teachers who are uh, gone through the UHV 2 workshop. How many teachers are there totally?
We have around 140
Okay.
to 150.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means about 8% of your faculty has gone through. 8%.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can, in your final this thing, you can share your future plan also
Okay.
that perhaps after seeing the changes in your faculty members and the
Right.
students, what would be the state of MBCET if 100% of the faculty was through this program? And it is not just the program. The more important thing is the exploration that the individuals do. The program only proposes some things.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
it will be nice to place that. It is the
okay.
exploration, and you are doing some efforts for doing that. To have now you are thinking about the student buddy program, where the
Correct.
senior students mentor the junior students.
Right.
That is wonderful. Very nice uptake, Vishwanathji.
Yeah.
Very best wishes to you and the whole team. Usha Kumari ji is well known.
Yeah.
Very nice.
She has
Thank you
taken
very
a
much.
very good leadership in driving this,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, she and Manilal ji,
Right.
her
Exactly.
husband, both of them are, like that parenting is very important.
Right.
So we are not just giving skills to the students, we are parenting them, or we are sort of acting as their parents and concerned about their whole life, preparing our students to be life ready rather than just job ready.
That's correct. That's correct, sir.
Many times one is very successful at the job, but not necessarily at living in the
Correct.
family or in the
Yes. That's a quality of life.
yes. So you are making effort for the overall enrichment and development of the students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that can be done only when the faculty themselves are in that state of harmony, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much true.
Yeah, nice. So let's open it up for questions. Sangeeta ji, how much time we have? You can.
Just 2 minutes, Bhaiya.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure if there are any questions, they can. I have lots of questions, but I think it's already hogging the time. I think you.
Yeah, sir, good evening. May
Good
I?
evening, good evening.
Yeah, this is Vinay Chidri from Maharashtra, Aurangabad.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
When you started first, I think in 2021 or before that only,
Yeah,
uh, we could observe that there is means people sitting on the authoritative chairs. They don't see it as a priority, uh, and they are more focused on the skill education and all. So,
uh,
how did you tackle with these things? How did you made it that this should become value education should become a priority? Any particular efforts you can mention?
sir, there are a couple of things actually. One thing what we have noticed is that the post-COVID era, students have become quite a lot distracted. That's a main observation we have made. So it is essential to bring them back into a proper focus. So right from beginning, we have started internally. See, for us, what we do is normally we have mentors. Mentors means faculty mentors who take care of about 20 students. So for they have some interaction, they have some regular contact with these students, and they to some extent discuss or counsel on an one-to-one basis, wherever it is required, so that they talk about the values, how they need to focus on more meaningful things. So that is how it all started. But then with the SIP, which is also along with that, lot of FDPs were initiated by ACT side, which gave an opportunity for our faculty also to learn many things, which probably they were not aware of before that. So once that also was done, they could go on with more focus. They could at least talk to students, talk to other faculties with more confidence, with a different perspective. So that is how it is progressing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bhaiya, shall we start with the next presentation?
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Vishwanath. Thank you so much, and greetings to everyone at your institution, and
Thank you,
best
sir.
wishes
Thank
for
you.
further journey.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I have my team of
Now
3 or
I
4
will
faculty here. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. We look forward to your participation in the conference.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, Sangeeta ji. We have next. Yeah. Who is going to present from MIT?
MIT.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr.
Vinay
Aarti
Chidri.
is there. Yeah, Dr. Aarti is there. She will be
Okay,
presenting.
Dr. Aarti Mohanpurkar, welcome. And of course, Vinay Chidri ji, you are
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
most welcome.
Ji.
Yes, Aarti ji.
I think she was there in the room. Right now, she has left.
I'll just give her a call. I'll see.
Yeah.
Once again.
Meantime, we can start the next presentation.
She has joined.
Okay.
नमस्ते भैया नमस्ते सभी को
Namaste, Aarti ji. You can switch on your video and do the presentation.
yes am I visible and audible both
Yes, very much.
Okay. I'll share my screen.
Yes, Didi.
Is it visible?
Yes, Didi.
Okay. So should I start?
Yes, Didi. You can start.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste to all. Myself, Dr. Aarti Mohanpurkar, working as Associate Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department of Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Maharashtra, India, which is an autonomous institute. I'm also having the responsibility of convener for the Center for Universal Human Values. I have been given this responsibility to present the activities going on in the related to UHV at MIT. This is just an effort to ensure transforming minds, transforming lives at MIT at the Center of Universal Human Values. Yes. About Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. It was established in 1983, accredited with an A grade, an autonomous institution. It is renowned for its holistic education, offers a range of UG, PG, and PhD programs. BTech, MTech, BVoc, BCA, MCA, BBA, and MBA courses are offered by the organization, and around more than 5,000 students are on the campus. The institution has 250 plus faculty members and around 50 plus staff members, out of which around 180 faculty members have already been made aware of universal human values concepts by through different FDPs that are conducted. Others have done it in the offline mode that were conducted at our organization. To develop so as far as the need of human values is concerned, the purpose to include universal human values at our campus, we wish to develop a conducive environment for learning in the real sense. Students with different backgrounds need to be brought on the same platform, and we wish to bring to their notice that they together can dream of taking the step towards the human and just society. First step towards it is to start with the feeling of I belong to MIT and MIT belongs to me. Prior to UHV Cell, since UHV Cell or the Center for Universal Human Values, which has been established now, since 2020, UHV content was delivered to the students through student induction programs, and it has had a great impact on students as well as the faculty. A 3-day awareness program for non-teaching staff was conducted at the institute. UHV 1 and UHV 2 and a management development program was also conducted. These are a few glimpses of the events that were conducted in 2022 December. UHV 1 was conducted, and Prajita Didi was the resource person then. Similarly, this was a 3 days face-to-face MDP. Then this was again a 5 days face-to-face self-funded FDP on UHV2. And Umesh Bhaiya was the resource person for the same. Then in April 2024, we could establish the Center for Universal Human Values at MIT. Through that, several programs were hosted, including sessions for UHV 1 and 2 and a management program. The institute has made notable advances in universal human values education and has been identified as a potential nodal center for UHV. Committed to its role, MIT aims to extend its UHV outreach to at least 10 districts under the vision of Professor Munish Sharma, the Director General. The activities planned and completed by now: introducing UHV2 as a course for SY Tech students as a credit course in the either in the first semester or second semester, because the strength is huge. So it has been arranged such that a few branches attend it in the first semester and the other branches attend it in the second semester. So we have already started, and at present 4 faculty members are conducting the classes. For example, Professor Vinay Chidri, myself, Dr. Aarti Mohanpurkar, Professor Dr. Leena Uttarwar, Dr. Madhuri Patil, and Professor Rupali Palve. So these many faculty members are conducting the UHV sessions right now for the UHV 2 course. Then introduction of minor degree in UHV in curriculum has been also done. At present, to start with, none of the students have opted for it, but as the environment develops, we will ensure that, and as students have now got introduced to the concept, shortly we see that by next year, a lot of students will also opt for the minor degree. At present, we have a limited resource persons who could really deliver the content. We all are already busy with the UHV2 content. So by next year, I'm sure a lot of students will opt for the degree 2, minor degree, I mean to say. Then UHV1 SDP sessions to be conducted for newly joined FY Tech students during student induction program was a plan. A little update has to be made to the PPT. I will make the changes over there. It is already completed and the schedule is attached ahead. I will also help you understand how we had planned all those. And I feel great to share with everyone here that 1,000 plus students got introduced to the concept of UHV, and in every batch, I can say 20 to 25% students have really got their attention towards the concept. But I'm sure a few more will also turn up, and they will participate in the activities of the cell, and they will get inclined to the concept of UHV, is what we have noticed. But awareness has been created to almost more than 1,000 students by now, which are freshly inducted in the organization. Similarly, parallelly, we have also conducted a 3 days FDP on UHV1, organized from 9th October to 11th October, which is also successfully completed. Around during the academics, around 27 participants completed it successfully, and that was quite impactful. Professor Yashwant Patil and Mrs. Nidhi Sachdev were the resource persons that we could have for the FDP. And it was very impactful, although the number of participants was less, but then the impact it has made is quite high, and the participants shared their views at the end of the FDP. Now, there are a few activities that are proposed. A 5 days FDP on UHV2, which we had proposed to be, which was planned on from 6th to 10th November. But due to some academic priorities. Maybe it may have to be rescheduled, although. Then weekly orientation of students, representatives of UHV cell, weekly meeting.
Aarti, your voice is not coming through. Vinay Chidriji, are you there? You can.
Yes, I'm there.
It's in.
So, what we have proposed we have already started working in this. So, as she said that one UHV2 FDP was proposed, but I think she.
It's okay. You can continue. If you have the presentation, you can.
No,
start.
I do not have a presentation. She is having that.
Okay.
So, UHV2, due to some academic difficulties, it was difficult for us to conduct it in proposed date. So we have asked the regional coordinator to postpone it. So next date we are going to identify when academic will not be hampered. Then for UHV cell faculty members, weekly meetings we are planning so that even if they are not regular in regional weekly meetings or morning sessions, the content can be discussed and we can give them little more clarity. Yeah, Artiji, are you back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. You need to
Am I audible? Okay.
share the presentation.
Yes, yes, I will do that. Yes, is the presentation
Aarti, you might switch off your video because probably you're having network limitation. It says your network bandwidth is low.
Your voice is not coming, Aarti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Visible? And I mean, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Now am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. What I would.
Yes, Idi? Now am I audible? Okay.
Yes, you
So,
are audible.
okay.
So I was saying that if you can get to the impact and you can go easy on the transactional details of which program, who is the RP and what dates and all those. Okay. Because we are going to be talking to an international audience. So what would be very interesting is that we started this activity and this is the impact of it. And this is what we are planning in the future. So those kind of things would be so nice. Please go ahead.
So, yes, Bhaiya, that means probably the impact has to be shared first and then the proposed activities can be shared later, right?
No, it doesn't have to be like that. But what I'm saying is that the focus of the presentation
Yes.
can be on what the need is, how we are fulfilling that need for values briefly, and what is the impact of these efforts, and encouraged by the efforts, encouraged by the impact, we are planning these, further things, and that
Okay.
we can do it. We can see that we can reach to the next level. Our people are very much competent to do that. Every human being can reach to the next level. So you can give specific things about the institution, uh, what the impact is, and what you did for that impact, more within the institution. But good, please go ahead.
Yes, yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
Not to give an explanation, but I would like to bring to your notice that it has been that we are so busy conducting the activities right now. A little more time will be required to actually make the impact analysis. We have right now shared the content with the students. I mean, as I just now told, that it has reached to more than 1,000 students, and we have got their feedback also through the Google form, as well as through the write-ups that they have shared. And as I told about the student development program that we conducted for the volunteers, and the way the volunteers have come up, and the health benefits, for example, they have got, or they have their attention is drawn to so many proposals that UHV has laid in front of them, and they are able to see the strength even during the UHV2 credit course that we are sharing, content that we are sharing with the students. The students have got connected. The way they had written the answers for the in semester examination also, that shows that they have got their attention towards the content, and they are trying to explore within, and they are also evaluating on that basis. So that is something that has been observed. Our Director General, he is quite inclined towards these concepts, and he has always encouraged us to take up the new things ahead, and also supports us for the different FDPs and all. And based on that, we have proposed these activities so that we could have the family workshops, and we could ensure the continuity or, I mean, connect of the students as well as faculty in continuity. So that is what we are planning. Then
That's very nice. No, very nice. These efforts are meaningful. They are yielding meaningful results. Like Vishwanath shared about the students becoming more active in meaningful things.
yes,
That's a simple one-liner, but it is very powerful. So like that, I'm sure that
yes,
there are things everywhere, and I know Vinay Chitriji is really putting his heart and soul in it, and so it's very nice to see. Hmm? Yeah.
yes, Bhaiya. Because
Ji,
of his
sir.
guidance,
Thank you.
actually, MIT is able to MIT is really able to go ahead just because of his guidance. Every time he just puts some idea in front of us, and we go ahead with the implementation of it. So that really helps. For example, as I just now shared, now one of our students, he was suffering with dyslexia, and he tried all possible ways to get rid of the pain or whatever discomfort he was facing, and tried everything, including he attempted the suicide. But then during the induction program in 2021, I suppose, he got introduced to the concept of UHV, and he could see a ray of light, and he thought of giving it a try. And I was teaching to that student for both the semesters last year, and sometimes I would share, and I also asked him if he would like to volunteer in the student cell. So he readily accepted that invitation, and he became the part of it. When we conducted the SDP for student volunteers, around 40 students did it successfully till end. And this student, along with two of his friends who were otherwise very casual, because I was their subject teacher, I could see them for both the semesters. They were very casual, actually, related to studies as well as towards life also. And they also got attracted and they also joined him. And when they got exposed to the content of the SDP, they also felt inclined. And now there is a lot of change in terms of their approach towards life. This student which I told about, his illness like dyslexia and all, he has changed dramatically. His approach to life has changed dramatically, and now those thoughts of suicide or they even don't touch his mind. And he has become such a uh, dynamic, I mean, such a passionate volunteer, I can say, that he has helped me in conduction of the complete SDP, with the coordination, with the organization, the photographs, recording of the videos of the different participants, and so on. So that student, along with him, two more students, they have got connected, and it has really helped. So I think this was one of the impacts. And there are many students who have expressed, and they have shared with us that they have found the content very useful, and they are slowly able to change their approach too. So
Yeah, so
this
those
is
are
one thing.
very, very important stories. And,
Yes.
the activities, which program from which date, those are you can say, what has to be done or what has been done. So it is important to share these specific stories as a major part of your
Yes.
presentation. Okay.
Yes, Bhaiya. And
Yeah.
as it is just a beginning at our organization, to encourage students and to create an awareness like a thing of this sort exists. At the time of the induction program, a rally come uh, uh, visit was arranged at the campus, and students were informed to prepare the posters or um, banners with which the rally was conducted, so that the purpose was not a competition, but it was an effort to establish harmonious environment in the campus, develop a feeling of relationship with the institute and amongst the peers, and also to demonstrate a zestful performance during the engineering curriculum and ahead. So with this intention, they were encouraged, and they were given the guidelines like what kind of banners and slogans they will be making. And of just one is available with me right now. The things are available. Things were not available with me right now, so I just included one where this banner can be seen about no addiction, no crime, and all that, and related to environment. So one of the examples. Similarly, to encourage students and to draw their attention to the proposals of UHV, this was given as the teachers' assessment activity.
Didi, sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
you.
Didi.
Only 3 minutes are
Yes,
left, right?
yes, Didi. I will
Three
speed up.
minutes are left.
Okay, Didi. So
Yeah,
video making
I
as
took too
teachers.
much time, so give 5 minutes at least. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya. So this was a teachers assessment activity that was organized, and the titles like competition versus complementarity, values versus skill, then addiction free society, and all different types of addictions were given as an opportunity to prepare a video on. Then UHV content for holistic development, and then the rubrics and all those were mentioned, all the guidelines were given, and there is a huge response. Students have participated everywhere here and there. They were seen creating the videos, and these days anyway students have great skills about the reel making or video making, so their skill was utilized in the right direction. And some of the videos we have come across, they are almost of professional quality. We have gathered them through the through the on the drive, and a few links I have mentioned over here, like, so this kind of links shortly we will be sharing on our website too, so that they will be available for the students to see. But then they have come up with great videos, so just to make them aware, this was an effort so that they involve in positive things, and they have come up with very meaningful videos. Then these are some glimpses of the FDP that was conducted. This is something which I would like to tell about the student development program for the 1,000+ students of FY BTech 24-25. So in parallelly, three sessions were conducted over more than 1.5 week. And the response of the students was quite encouraging. When the circadian rhythm, that concepts were explained, their response and their faces showed up that yes, they were admitting that yes, they have been wrong. They have not been treating their bodies or even their self in the right direction. So that was something insightful they could see. So these were the different sessions conducted over the 1.5 weeks. This is all I could do with the available time. It was yesterday at 5 p.m. we got free out of all those sessions. So since morning I could add a few photographs and some inputs. But as I said, the impact analysis which is to be done, we have to explore the feedback that we have received from the students and few what you call self exploration students have submitted in the hard copy that has to be gone through, and a lot of analysis has to be done. This is what is the current status. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you all.
Yeah. So
It is
Sangeeta
too
ji,
much of beginning, I can say.
yeah, it's always like that, you know. See, every journey starts with a small step.
Yes.
And if that step is fulfilling, then you take the next step.
Yes.
If it is not fulfilling, it is just a, a bother, then you don't take the next step. So
And
it's
actually,
good.
thanks to this conference, that because of this conference, even we could bring to the notice of authorities that in conference, at least we should ensure that it reaches to our students. And as we are the organizing partner, if we are going to present something, we should have something, some activities at least to show. So that also created a kind of pressure. And during the semester, we could get opportunity to organize different events. So that was also one good thing. And because of, this conference has become one reason for us to be able to arrange so many activities for the students. And now anyways, it is decided that such 3 days SDPs will be conducted for all the students who will be freshly joining to the organization. So that one very good thing has happened to us as far as our organization is concerned. And I could see that light in the Director General's eyes when I shared with him that, sir, we have introduced the concept to more than 1,000 students. And the smile, that was wonderful. That was amazing. I could see he was very happy with whatever has happened. So that I would like to share.
Yeah, that's very encouraging.
Yes.
Nice. There are any questions
Yes.
anybody has? Sangeeta ji, if there is time, you can take some.
Thank you, Aarti Didi. Thank you, Vinay Bhaiya, for a nice presentation.
Thank you, Didi.
See, you are doing all this work because it is meaningful, not because some AICT or somebody is saying it.
No. Very right, sir.
Yeah.
And probably because it has personally benefited. I have a lot of benefits that I personally have experienced since I've joined. As I have already done a lot of things related to spirituality earlier, but then since I joined Universal Human Values, or I got across it, since then I have never ever felt like I need anything else. And it has the morning meetings, mostly I attend morning meetings, and I get across in conversation with Vinay Bhaiya as well as Umesh Bhaiya or Nidhi Didi or Aprajita Didi, and these are few people with whom I'm regularly in touch. And then by attending that UHV 3, the dedication of people, devotion of people who have been instrumental in making so many things happen, that has really encouraged. And a lot of organizations we could see in the during the presentation at the UHV 3 session, that people are working so selflessly and diligently that it is really affecting so many lives. So even personally, I felt like I should not only look for the results, but I should continually take steps first, and then the impact could be studied. At present, at least that environment is created in the organization. We can just imagine thousands students roaming in the campus have got awareness of it. So while we go here and there in the campus, when they meet again, the smile and the way they greet also has become a different way, and the way they acknowledge our presence over there, that also shows that they have got their attention has been drawn to something good, which was essential for them. So that is what I
Very
feel.
nice. Very nice.
Yes,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you very much.
Nidhi Didi. Okay, I will invite Jitendra Chabra ji for individual sharing. And the topic of sharing is impact on professional domain and parenting.
Welcome, Jitendra ji. Welcome.
Thank you, Rajul Bhaiya. Am I clearly audible?
Haan bhaiya, you are audible.
If you can switch on your video, that would be nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Am I visible now?
Yes, bhaiya.
Okay, so I'm starting. Namaste to all. I am Dr. Jitendra Chabra, working as Associate Professor in EC Department of Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. And I'm in this teaching profession since last 16 years. And I got the privilege to attend my first UHV workshop in 2019. And since then, I have attended 5 8-day workshops, including UHV 3 and UHV 4. So from the very first workshop, I got inclined to the content of value education, and by the self-exploration of the proposals which were given in UHV, I have gained clarity regarding almost all domains of my being, be it individual, family, society, or nature. But the two domains where I feel that I have gained clarity the most, I have been able to apply things the most, and where I feel that I have been able to contribute the most are these professional domain and my parenting part. So to start with this professional part, I would like to start by sharing an incident from my first UHV workshop where I kept asking the resource person that this PhD thing which I am doing from last 3 years, for which I am not getting any significant output, is not necessarily acceptable to me to complete my PhD just for the sake of completing AICT requirements. It's just under mere peer pressure. Though I couldn't get the answer in the workshop, but when I joined the college back, then I discussed the same thing with Gopal sir. And then Gopal sir said me two things, which had played a pivotal role in shaping my future career regarding this in this teaching field. The first thing he said was, okay, fine. Now you have found your purpose that you want to contribute in value education. But if you drop out of PhD and then contribute in value education, nobody might understand that it's your interest in value education which has forced you to leave PhD. People might say that you couldn't succeed in the technical domain. That's why you have shifted in the value education. And the second thing he said that, okay, just imagine you complete your PhD, get promoted, reach a senior position. And then from that position, if you contribute in value education, then the depth of your contribution or the acceptance of yours will be much more. So these two things gave me a bigger purpose to complete my PhD. So the PhD, which was a headache for me, I decided I will cut all my distractions and try to focus with a new motivation to complete my PhD. In the next 2 years' time, and I completed my PhD with 6 SCI papers and 4 Scoopus Index papers, whereas the requirements was only 3 Scoopus papers. And in 3 to 4 months' time, I was promoted to associate professor during my promotion interview, I also gave this credit entirely to UHV and my mentors in PhD, because I was someone who was very reluctant to do PhD. So the motivation part was provided by UHV and the technical guidance was provided by my mentors. So during this course, my head of the department was also observing the changes in my behavior. And when I had submitted my PhD thesis, then he contacted me that I want you to be the timetable coordinator of the department. Because at that point, from that point of time, AKTU had switched in parallel mode. Because if 2 years were, let's say, first and second year were in classroom mode, then third and fourth were in exam mode, and vice versa. So either there were adjustments to be made in classroom, or there were adjustments to be made in exam duties, or both. So it required a person who had a cool head, who can see things without getting impacted by others' behavior and contribute to the department's success. So he approached me, and to which I agreed that, okay, sir, I will try my best to do that. And since then, it was 2021 and it's 2024 now. I am the timetable in charge of the department. And actually this dealing with different people of different mindset and different attitude gave me a challenge to test my UHV learnings. Okay, whether it's the only I'm influenced by those, or whether I'm able to apply those learnings into the real life. So I can proudly say that in those 3.5 years, my relationship with anyone and everyone in the department have greatly improved, because they are able to see that in those tough situations as well, in those I'm able to state my requirements, and without getting impacted from others' behavior, I'm able to contribute to the department's success. So this was something which the second aspect of my professional career, which is greatly impacted by UHV. And now the third and the foremost part of my professional journey, which is the classroom teaching. Earlier also the teaching part, which I was doing, I felt that I am a teacher by will. But there were some instances where the classroom behavior of the students or some aberrations in the classrooms distracted me, or you can say disturbed me from my natural behavior, and I got angry. And at that point of time, the classroom, if the triggering point was some student's behavior, but in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I felt that I was the source of disturbance in the classroom, because the incident was maybe of just 30-40 seconds, but for the next 5 to 10 minutes, my outrage in the class disturbed the classroom environment. So this was something which was pretty common. And the second thing which was impacting me was the output of the students in the assessments. I felt that I am doing my best, but somehow students are not able to respond. And it's the students who have to do something. But as I felt that I'm at my 100%. But when I went through UHV and started taking UHV just after my first UHV workshop, there has been a lot of change in my teaching methodology. Now I challenge myself, okay, if this is the aberration which has happened today, and if the same aberration, if the same misconduct by the students happens 2 days back, 2 days in future, then would my behavior be the same? Then if I get the answer that no, I can still improve in my classroom behavior. So this paved the path for my self-improvement in the class. And similarly for the assessment part, where I felt that the student has to improve and I am at my best, I got a glimpse that there is a lot which can be done at the student's end. So I started focusing on the weak students, or the underperforming students, or academically poor students, started giving special attention to them, started contacting their parents. And when I contacted their parents, the best part was that I was not only sharing that they are not performing in the class, I was sharing with their parents that your child is such a disciplined child, but somehow he is not able to contribute. His 100% his attendance is 90%. So he's sincere in attending the classes, but somehow it is not getting converted into output. So when the parents were made aware of their child, their positive parts and negative part as well. So from the very next few classes, the behavior of the student in the classroom started changing, and they specifically came to me and then addressed the way you have talked to our parents regarding our positive sides and the deficient sides. It has increased their acceptance in their families as well, because most of the time the teachers were calling their parents for the negative reasons only. But this made the bond between the academically poor student and me much stronger. And today is the time where the academically poor student in the class is more connected to me than the best of the students. If there is anything for which a academically poor student is scored by the HOD regarding his performance, then I am in between the head and the student. Okay, sir, I take the responsibility. Then in the next assessment, this student will try to improve, and students have not let me down. Okay, so due to this, now the students are, it's not just for me, those 50 to 100 minutes in the classroom where I am dealing with the students. Actually, I feel that that bond is now flourishing outside the classroom as well, as students are discussing with me their personal problems, their relationship problems, their family problems, their financial problems, their issue with their colleague with me. I'm not saying that I am able to provide the solutions, ready-made solutions to them, but what I have been able to do is I have been able to show them how can you be unaffected in that situation and then take a call what you need to do. So because the first thing which was happening with me as well, I felt that students were also passing through the same phase. Whenever adverse situation is there, when I get impacted by that adverse situation, then my decision making capability in that adverse situation is greatly impacted. And the decision which I make may or may not be giving the output. But if I am able to accept the situation as it is and accept my state in that situation, that okay, this is my state, and that is the power of observation rather than concluding the things. I try to imbibe these things in the students as well. So due to which now my classroom behavior and the relationship with my students, it's not only till the BTech completion, even the pass out students. And in the last 3 years, every batch that I have taught, there is a special WhatsApp group in which those students are there and I am there. And I'm in touch with all my pass out students from the last 3 years. So this has been the UHV impact on my teaching career, teaching part, which I feel that which has greatly relaxed me, because somehow I was thinking that it's the output that student needs to deliver, which satisfy me. But now it is more process oriented rather than the outcome oriented. So this was about my professional part. Now coming to the parenting part. When I did my first workshop in 2019, I thought that this content has reached me pretty late in my life. So at that point of time, I thought that with my kid who was just 3 years old at that time, I felt that I will try to imbibe these contents in my son's mind in some way or the other. So I tried I felt that I am good at content writing. So I drafted some stories in which one aspect was naturally acceptable and another aspect was not so naturally acceptable. And the 3-year kid was easily able to identify that this part is naturally acceptable and this part is not naturally acceptable. Although those terms were not used, there was a character who was doing things with natural acceptance, and there was a character who was doing things in preconditioning and sensation based. So kid was easily able to identify, okay, this Rohit character is someone who he would like to be, and it would not be this Mohit character who is not following things with the natural acceptance. So gradually I worked on the content part as well every day till from that 3 years time, when he was 3 years and now he is 8.5 years. There has not been a single day when we are sleeping at the bedtime, we are discussing 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, what happened in the day? What can be improved? And what is your part? How things you can be unaffected in those situations. And there is a tool which I have given to him. And even at times, more than he himself applies, he even suggests me, Papa, you have given him that tool, that search within for all the answers. So whenever he's sick and says he wants to eat something which is not good for him in that state, I just say to him, okay, beta, search within for this answer. In this state, is it good for you to consume that thing? Then I can say that in 100% situations, he has chosen the part which is naturally accepted and naturally acceptable, and he has not eaten that thing. And even in those situations where I feel that I am not doing something which is not naturally acceptable, he comes back to me and says, Papa, check yourself, check within yourself. Is this what you want to do? Search within for this answer. Is this the way you want to talk to mama? Is this the way you want to deal this situation? So I can say that these are the two aspects where I feel that I have gained the most clarity and I have been able to apply the most. And to sum up the things, I feel that the most important change that UHV has brought in me is that taking the responsibility for my current state and remain unaffected from the situation, and then take a call what needs to be done at my part, rather than changing things outside. What can be my behavior in those adverse situations? Or you can say, how can I can retain my loving state in most unloving circumstances. So with this, I conclude my sharing. Thank you so much.
See, this is really very wonderful, Jitendraji. Very, very touching and very, very practical. That's very
Thank you, sir.
nice to hear.
Thank
All
you so
the
much.
best. I have no words. So it's very nice to hear you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ji, thank you so much, Jitendra ji. Now we have with us Swapan Channa ji. Would like to invite you for putting your sharing here.
Namaste to all. I will just share that, okay, before a UHV, what I was and what I am now and what I want to be. Before UHV, it was all anxiety, means a lot of complaints. I was doing outside very well, like I've been teaching in this college of PCT group of institutes, Ludhiana, for last 25 years. So there I was doing very well. But then because a lot of preconditionings and lot of complaints about the outside world and then ego, all these issues were there, which were creating a lot of conflicts within. But then as other people are carrying on, so I also carried on with this. And whatever I could understand with, and whatever I could see from outside people are doing, and then taking help from others to what to do in this various situations. But then there was a lot of conflict going on within. So it impacted my body also in a way that I used to have a headache the whole day. And then I was trying to get it. And I knew that this headache is because of my conflicts and a lot of confusions. Because internally, I think as now we are going through these morning sessions last 3 years very continuously, regularly, I'm able to see that harmony is my innate in me. But then at that time, because I was not aware that means there is self and body, human being, and just considering as body, and the whole focus was on the body. But still, even the body was not okay, as I am telling you that, okay, if you see, means otherwise, I made myself fitter day by day. I was going for a lot of exercises, walking to make my body fit. And then I was going through that old saying that if the body is fit, the mind will be fit. But then at home also with with my wife and my children, even my mother, my elder brother. Uh, the conversation was there, but it could not last, means with fulfillment for longer. And it always ended in some conflict and all that. So it was making the life very miserable. But then, because this is what we hear, that this is how the life is struggle, carried on. But then it impacted the body, it impacted the relationships. And like Jitendra sir just told, that my children was also growing, but now one is 17 and the other is 16. Then there was in conflict with them also, and then again preconditioning, dominating them. And then even at workplace, it was all, I think, pretending the life was being like somebody's coming, but obviously you have to carry on. You can't show your anguish within. You can't share with anyone, but you were carrying. I was carrying on with that pretending smile, but inside it was a lot of, I think, contradiction and lot of anxiety was going on. But then now I can say, with all this effort of my mentors and all my self-exploration, and especially these morning sessions, I've never missed any morning session since last more than 3 years. I think they have made me a lot of inside, because now the outside, obviously I'm playing the role outside also, but now because I'm aware that I am responsible for my all whatever feeling or whatever my condition, I am responsible. So then I am trying to be aware. We are doing this morning exercise, all these steps. So the more awareness is there, the more, I think, the calmness is within. And then your participation outside has become, I am feeling that, okay, at home also, like all my relationships have improved, I can say, because I knew earlier that what was happening, and now even I know. It's the best part of, I think, the this UHV, that you can verify it, and that gives you the confidence that, okay, this is the right path. And then even at workplace, relationships have improved, and even I can see the people who are dealing with me now, they can also, they don't tell on the, sometimes colleagues say that they have seen changes in me. But at home, I can feel that, okay, earlier it was even difficult to sit for 15 minutes with anyone. Now we can sit for hours and discussing. And they are not working on this. I am working on this. So it is bringing so nice results. So my participation at home has increased a lot. My participation in my organization, commitment for my work. And then the best part is this, that in PTU, there's a college in Punjab. So we are affiliated to Punjab Technical University in Jalandhar, Kapurthala. So this course is being taught for many years in our college, but then I was not into that. But now I'm teaching only this course. And now we have around 1,400 students. Right now they are studying, the first year students in various courses like BBA, BCA, various courses, 1,400 students. And then now even after the self-development is the team development, what we talk about. So now the 1,400 students we are touching on an average one semester. And then there is a team also now being developed, because it's not easy. We all understand that, we all know that people are not very interested in the departments. But then even if one person is doing it with a lot of means commitment, I think it will be visible. And then you know that this is the right thing. How can you leave it? And then, so now with me, there is a 20 teachers team. So that is also very heartening. They are already gone through this UHV online courses, but now we are planning with the help of Jitendra and Nurulaji and all that. There are mentors here also in PTU, that we are trying to organize this face-to-face, means offline workshop in December. And so I think this is very nice that, okay, now once you have come out of that, all that, so you want to help others. This is what I think the next, like just Rajul sir told, that if your first step is so fulfilling, you will take the next step with more confidence. So now when I go to the classes now, earlier it was all conflict within, and we were trying to carrying on with that plastic smile. But now you go with all that with genuineness. Even students listen. I think this is what. But the point is this: all teachers have to work with commitment. If we will show that commitment, it will be visible to the students also. Then only you can create an impact. It's on first of all the workshop for the teachers, and we all have to transform ourselves. Personal transformation, then the team family transformation, and then the societal transformation. So it's a long journey, but then it's a beautiful journey. I don't know where's the destination, but with all the guidance of the mentors in the morning session and all this, our local support from our Punjab Technical University, all mentors. So I think it's a beautiful journey. And I think now there are more people, all students and all there. We just tell them that let's be co-explorers. I have explored, then I share with them with transparency that, okay, what I was and what I am and what we all can be or want to be, this natural acceptance and all. So I can go on, but then I think there's a time limit. So many thanks to all my mentors, to all the people who have contributed in my development. Gratitude for all. And let's keep on carrying on this further. That's it. Thank you, Dini. Thank you, Nidhi, from my side.
Well, very nice, Swapanji. Nice to hear your journey. It's very encouraging. And I know that there are many things you could share about your health, for example. So many things you can share. So thank you for sharing this part very crisply.
There are so many aspects we can share, but then I think the time limit is there, then I think.
Really, if we share one aspect crisply with some incident-rich sharing, it reaches the other much more effectively than many things. So
there are so many instances, I think, because this is a 24/7 awareness. Like I am now even handling student welfare at my organization. So sometimes we have to take actions, like if there's some indiscipline, and then the parents come with a lot of opposition. But then I understand their pain, means they are in pain, and one or two child means there are only students get into depression when they commit some mistakes, and then the action comes on them. And even the students are into depression after doing, because they are not aware when they are doing something which we should not be doing. So earlier it was like that, it was giving punishment, but then when the parents used to come, even now other teachers are scared to face them. But now it has given me the courage that I understand their pain. I sit with them, then I make them understand that, okay, this is an emergency situation and the system is taking its on. But then we all have to see that what mistake we have done. And when we talk to them with all this calmness and give them time, understand the pain, they also understand it. And believe me, Raju sir, we don't, like Jitendra sir was saying, we don't give them the solution which they wanted, because there's a system which action is taking. But they always feel so confident, and they say that they thank for all the guidance, because this also we have to see that some system has taken the all that action, but then how to face that means we don't stop. My office doesn't stop there. Then we understand their pain and depression, and then we keep on talking to them. So even the students who have been given the punishment by the student, this office and all that, but still they don't have any grudge. I can see that they come back with a lot of respect, because I've never this is again the transformation that, okay,
very true.
This is all, we don't leave them till that. Means this is what I am doing, and this is bringing very nice results.
Yeah,
because otherwise what will happen? Yes.
Yeah, please complete your sentence.
This is what I'm saying. Otherwise, even my colleagues sometimes, understand that even the other people on the other side, they take human values means you will be very lenient, and you will means and they try to label us, but then they say that, okay, this person is taking even the firm decisions, but then with the feeling of relationship and all that. So they also are understanding it, but still, I think so their preconditionings are so deep, and outside proposals are coming. So it is a teamwork, but then I think there is no other alternative. My feeling is this, that we have to
Very
carry on
true.
this.
So what I would recommend, Swapanji, is to record, maybe on your own or with some people, these individual specific things. So the case of this kind of dealing with the parents when they are, in pain, and you are trying to address that. So like that, if you have, you can document these things separately, in, let's say,
Okay.
3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. Those will be seen by many, many more people, or that can be effective for sharing very effectively. So think about that. And I would say that same thing for Jitendra ji also, and all others also, that if we can, at individual level as well as at institutional level, if we can document things, they would be easier for people to, grasp. So good. Thank you,
Right.
Swapanji.
Right.
Thank you very much.
I will do it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Swapan, for sharing it so nicely. Now we have with us Dr. Anita Mani. We invite you for keeping your sharing.
Thank you, Nidhi. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Anita Santajimani from Shalapur, Maharashtra, India. We are a family of 4. My father-in-law, who is now 94 and continues to be in good health. My husband, my daughter, now who is in her second year of engineering at Pimpri-Chinchwad University and is staying in a hostel, and myself. Although we have been living in 3 different places for the past 1.5 years, I can confidently say that we remain closely connected. I was introduced to universal human values in July 2020 through an AICTE email inviting us to enroll in an introductory faculty development program, which we say it as FDP. During that time, due to COVID-19 pandemic, only administrative staff was available on campus. So I felt it is a good opportunity to learn something new. And that decision was a good decision to participate in an online introductory FDP in July-August 2020. From that point, my transformation began. It did not happen overnight or even within a month or a year. Rather, it has been a very gradual process. The changes in me have been observed in my colleagues at my previous campus and my family members. I worked at RM Dhariwal Sinhagad Management School, Kondapuri, Pune, Maharashtra, as an in-charge director and campus director of Kondapuri campus starting in 2018. I initially joined the institute in 2016 as an associate professor and resigned from my position in June 2024, that is recently. When I first took on the role, it was challenging, as I was new to both the culture and the people. When someone argued with me or tried to blame me, I would become very upset. I often wondered why that person would say such a thing. It seemed to me that they spoke without considering whom they are talking to or they are addressing to. These thoughts would linger in my mind for nearly 2 to 3 hours, during which I noticed that my stomach would be upset, or I would develop a mild fever or even headache. I would find myself contemplating how to respond or what action to be taken regarding their unethical behavior. Interestingly, the person who had used harsh word would often move on and seem happy, while I felt the burden by the negativity. However, I also observed that the next day I would forget the incident or forgive the person. When I come to understand now that during that 2 to 3 hour of unhappiness, I should say, I was one at the fault. The words were just words. It was I who assigned the meaning. And as a result, I allowed myself to be hurt. Ultimately, I was the one who made myself unhappy. This was resulting in my own preconditioning. If I want to see the changes in myself, two places were practically important to me: my old Kondapuri campus and my family members, where I have explored, discovered many things. When I went through the proposal, I came to understand that human being exists as a coexistence of self and body. This realization helped me in many ways. In the past, whenever there was an argument, clash, or even difference of opinion, I would feel very bad. My body would react negatively. That time, I could not fully grasp what was happening. But after attending each session and understanding the concept, I began to see the difference between intention and competence. The people I work with may not have the intention to make me unhappy. Rather, I often felt that their actions were directed at making me feel that way. However, I realized that they might simply lack the competence and could have disturbed themselves. This understanding helped me recognize that their words were not meant to hurt me. This realization made me much more calmer. For instance, there was a faculty who consistently made mistakes. I would remind them to read the documents before bringing them to me, and they would respond defensively, saying that I always find faults in their work. I remember how my temper would rise, and I could feel the heat within me. However, I could manage to control my anger and communicate what was needed to be done. However, I often feel disturbed for half an hour or even carry that disturbance into the next day. Now, with the changes I have undergone, even if the same faculty or anyone else make mistakes repeatedly, I calmly inform them and ensure that things work out as required. I recall another incident from my school during an open day where parents had several complaints. In my campus, we had school also, and I was taking care of the school also. After the parents' meeting, there was a gathering of school teachers, the headmistress, and me. They shared all the incidents that had occurred and how they responded to the parents. Many teachers came with the expectation that I will be scolding them, and they even prayed before coming to meet me, fearing my reactions. When I heard their concerns, I responded by saying, "How can we work on these issues? If there was a problem that you could not handle, you could have approached me or even called me." Once the meeting concluded, one of the faculty members thanked me for understanding them. They expressed relief, saying that they thought they wouldn't be able to face me, but my words had made things much more easier for them. They appreciated my ability to respond rather than to react to the situation. This journey of self-discovery and emotional regulations has not only improved my interaction with my colleagues, but also positively impacted my relationship with my family. I learned that communication is the key, and approaching situations with the right understanding rather than defensiveness fosters a new supportive environment. When I speak relationship, I recall the bond I share with my supporting and non-teaching staff over the years. During festival occasions, I made it a point to bring homemade sweets for them. One instance that stands out is with Bhaskar, one of my staff members, who once remarked, "After my mother, it is you who have taken care of us," shared sweet with the same love and affection. Such moments reflect the deep connection I have developed with the people I worked with. I also appreciate the efforts of Mrs. Thomre, Dinesh moms, who prepared meals for me. This generosity was possible because of the relationship I had nurtured within the campus. Even Attar, the school driver, and his family would sometimes prepare meals for me when others were not available. These bonds between my campus community and me are a testament to the mutual respect and care we developed over time. Initially, when my supporting staff faced issues, they would often express their frustration with raised voice, which left me feeling unsettled. I used to perceive it as a constant complaining without solution. However, over time, I learned to understand where things might have gone wrong and the capabilities of each individual. Instead of reacting, I began to listen carefully, investigate the situation, and collaboratively identify solution. This approach not only improved communication, but also fostered a calmer and more content environment on campus. Although not perfect, the campus became a more harmonious place, embodying a sense of prosperity, understanding, and sharing responsibility. One key lesson I've learned is that sharing values and content is meaningful only when they are first internalized. When we truly embody the principles we speak, others are more willing to accept and engage with it. I had the opportunity to conduct an introductory workshop on universal human values for my teaching, non teaching, supporting staff, as well as for school and college teachers. This was made with the support of the resource person, Mr. Umesh Zadav, and Ms. Nidhi Sachdev. Both the principals, Mr. Anand Dhone and Mrs. Smita Gavde, attended all the sessions. And Mr. Anand Dhone even mentioned that the sessions and attending the meeting, what we can say, acted as a tonic for him, reducing his need for stress relieving medication. This is something which I really felt relieved. He emphasized how being connected with the content and exploring within oneself brought about positive change. One notable outcome as a member of the supporting staff who became attending the morning meetings and listening to the content, his behavior changed, were evident to everyone, his friends, teachers, colleagues, all remarked that the transformation attributing it to the influence of universal human values. When I reflect on my family, I see how much our relationship have evolved. In the past, I would react emotionally when my husband did not complete the task, assuming it meant he did not care. Now I understand his priorities, appreciate the small ways he shows care, and focuses on contributing to his happiness. Which was, that's the reason our conflicts had reduced to a great extent. My husband often remarks on how the bond between my daughter and me have grown stronger over the years, and he attributes much of this positive change to my journey with the UHV. With my daughter, our bond has deepened through meaningful conversation. I now guide her using the UHV concepts and listen first before responding, a shift from earlier strictness. This is the new understanding and has created more harmonious and thoughtful family dynamics. When it came the time for me to leave the job, that is the campus, and return home, my husband said something that really touched me. This time, you have developed deep relationship, which is why everyone is feeling sad. They are crying because they will be missing you. At that moment, I could truly see the love and affection from all my teaching, non-teaching, and support staff as I prepared to leave the campus. This bond was possible because of the right understanding and feeling I cultivated over time, attending the weekly, monthly meetings, and consistently working on myself helped me foster this meaningful conversation. I am grateful for this experience as it has shown in me the value of continued self-development and importance of nourishing relationship. Thank you.
Uh, very nice, Anita ji. Wonderful sharing by you. Wonderful learning from you. And very good. Best wishes for your co-exploration. Now, Lata Didi, I just wanted to know, RMK, who will do the presentation? Are you going to do the presentation?
No, Didi, Dr. Pave is Madheshwari Didi, our HOD ma'am will present. She is there.
Okay. So we have another 10-15 minutes to start presentation. It will start by 4, right?
Yes, Didi, we are ready. Yes, Didi. Madam is ready.
Yeah.
Yes. Shall we need to start now?
After 10-15 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Rajul Bhaiya, would you like to say something for the individual sharing?
Yes, Bhaiya, anything which we need to work on, Raju Bhaiya?
Listening to Swapan Bhaiya, Jitendra Bhaiya, Anita Didi, it was wonderful and learning experience from you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gopal Bhaiya, any better way it can be put forward if you have missed something?
Gopal Bhaiya, would you like to comment on the individual sharings? Manishi Didi, are you there? Anybody would like to ask any question from Anita Didi or Swapan Bhaiya or Jitendra Bhaiya? They can ask. So thank you everybody here in this session, and by 4 Didi we will start sharp at 4 from RMK. So we are here only, just it's 10 minutes left only. welcome you all on third session of rehearsal of International Conference on Universal Human Values. Now I will invite Dr. S. Pavai Madeshwari ji from RMK Institute. She is head of SNH department at RMK Engineering College. Didi, over to you for your presentation.
Yes, yes. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, Didi.
Yes. Am I audible, madam?
Yeah, you are audible and your slide is visible. You can go ahead.
Yes, yes. So, a very good evening to every one of you present here. And let me start my presentation by introducing our institution. We are RMK Engineering College. We are an autonomous institution in the village place. Okay, here is our chairman, R.S. Munirathinam. He is the founder chairman of RMK Group of Institution. He is a visionary leader committed to education and society. And he was instrumental in establishing the industrial estate in the nearby place Gumudipundi. He served as the president of the consortium of self-financed and engineering and professional and arts and science colleges. The efforts he has taken in the rural education has earned him the Vidya Ratna Award in the year 2022. He received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and also the Thailand Tamil Nadu Friendship Award of Excellence. And under his leadership, RMK College, with its green campus and disciplined environment, nurtures integrity and prepares students for professional success. And here is our Vice Chairman, Sri R.M. Kishore. If we see our evolution, we started with our institution, RMK Engineering College, in the year 1995, then added with Polytechnic, RMD Engineering College, Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Residential Senior Secondary School, then the third Engineering College, RMK College of Engineering and Technology. Then we added with Senior Secondary School, and the smallest one is RMK Padasala. There are totally around 15,000 students every year, and number of faculty members 840, and the supporting staff is around 1,900. These are the three engineering colleges in our group: RMK Engineering College, RMD Engineering College, and RMK College of Engineering and Technology. We offer nearly 7 engineering programs and 6 technology BTech programs. And we have a unique characteristic that we are having the knowledge partner. All the departments or the programs are having a knowledge partner from the industry. So industry partners are there. They are helping us in conducting the additional activities, and also they give suggestions in framing the syllabus, etc. And we offer 2 PG programs, and PhD programs in 12 disciplines are offered in our institution. And we strongly believe that value education to value-based living. We start with this student induction program. This we sincerely do as it is expected. The full fledged students induction program is conducted in our institution. Along with that student induction program, in the first year, throughout the first year, we are allotting in the timetable itself 1 period for UHV1. UHV1 is covered in SIP. Okay, as a recap, the counselors, they will be handling that UHV1 throughout again during the semester along with other courses. And UHV2 we have included in our curriculum. Students are doing in their third semester or fourth semester. We are into this value-based education with the aim to get value-based living. So we are trying to inculcate this value-based living to our students by introducing all these things, SIP, UHV1, UHV2, and value-based education. And through this student induction program, starting from 2019, these many number of students are benefited. In the year 2019, there were 671 students, and 2020, there were 695 students, and then 2021, 728. Then now, currently this year, nearly 1,000 students got benefited attending this student induction program. So we sincerely conduct all the modules as it is given in the regulations. Starting with inauguration, we are giving elaborate inauguration function, and universal human values is conducted. Physical health, we are focusing on yoga and other health related things. And familiarization, many activities are conducted. We are doing all the modules in the student induction program. These are just photographs as a glimpse of the SIP conducted in our institution. This is inauguration function, and this is the brochure. These are all the expert people who conducted the sessions to our students. And these are all, again, all the activities happening, a general talk by a professor on industry expectations. This is subject related things. All these, this is yoga and familiarization of the institution. All these things are happening in our student induction program. See, we have a UHV cell in our institution with a vision to foster a peaceful world where people and communities prosper by incorporating universal human values into education. Okay, and to create a just and humane society with self-awareness, ethical conduct, and a deep understanding of existence. This vision we wish to obtain through the mission to develop comprehensive frameworks for integrating human values into mainstream education that already we have done. So UHV2 is implemented, and we have proposed that minor degree in UHV offered by the Science and Humanities Department. To strengthen the process of self-exploration in individuals for their self-development, this is also ongoing. We are working on it. To promote ethical competence based on the right understanding, to encourage holistic learning that aligns with the natural laws of existence, to motivate societal transformation through personal transformation, and to participate in educational communities and implement value-based education. We are already started all these things. It is in progress. We are into that. And RMK UHV cell, in turn, our institution, we are focusing on these three dimensions, I can say, to develop our institution holistically by inculcating values along with the skills. So along with the skill education, we are imparting value education also. And we focus on the health of the students and employees. Further, we promote awareness towards sustainable development. Let me talk about all these dimensions individually. First, to develop our institution holistically, the steps taken were self-development, team development, and societal development. If we see the team development, UHV cell convener, UHV cell coordinator and co-coordinator, and individual departments, they have one coordinator. They will be organizing all the events in the respective departments. So as a whole, we are having a structure of the UHV cell in our institution. And the activities, if we take for self-development, what we are doing. So our faculty members, a few of us, we are attending the morning session, the regional meeting, team development meeting, Sunday and monthly meetings we are attending. Few of our faculty members are attending that. RC meeting and volunteering meeting also we are attending. As far as team development is concerned, we facilitate the faculty to complete UHV FDP. Okay, so if we take I will show you in Science and Humanities, 100% faculty have completed that UHV 1. We are yet to reach that in other engineering departments. We are working towards that. And societal development, internal participation and external participation. Internally, we are developing our college faculty members and the sister concern, RMK matriculation school teachers and Padasala school teachers. External participation, we are having 5 adopted villages. There we are trying this societal development. Further, just data. So UHV 1, if we take 50% of the faculty have completed. There are totally 200 faculty members. This is the faculty strength and completion status UHV 1, UHV 2 and also the UHV 3. So if we take introductory course UHV 1, among the 200 faculty members, 100 faculty members have already completed UHV 1 and 15 of us have completed UHV 2 and 3 of us from Science and Humanities, we have completed that UHV 3 workshop also, attended that UHV 3 workshop also. And the facilitators during the student induction program. So how the student induction program is taking place in our institution. These are the self-evaluation by the students during the SIP. And we have taken the self-reflection from the students in the form of survey. We conduct pre-survey and also post-survey of UHV 1. So we can see this, the reflection of the individual students. This we have taken from the Google form. We have taken it from there directly. So before UHV, what is their state? And after UHV, what is that they are feeling? So like this, we have got the survey from the students. Self-reflection we have collected from the students. If we go through that, it is really appreciative or encouraging to conduct that, because almost 70 to 75% of the students, they are eagerly learning. So that gives the motivation for us to conduct it more interestingly to the next batch of children. So if we see the impact, again, this is from a Google form. One particular question we have shown here. To what extent has UHV 1 helped you in understanding these topics? The topics are given here. Purpose of education, competition or excellence, and happiness. If you see, almost 90% of the students, they have given either 3 or 4 or 5. So it shows that students were able to understand the purpose of education, the difference between competition and excellence, and also what is happiness. And we are conducting this SIP as a mandatory course in our curriculum. Throughout the SIP, we are conducting all the events, and finally, we are conducting a multiple choice question quiz. If based on that, we are giving the certificate to the students, individual certificate to the students, leading to the final degree. So we will be giving that successfully completed students induction program. For that, these certificates will be helpful. And the facilitators, there are 11, 3 plus 4 plus 4, 11 faculty members. We are handling that UHV 2, the 3 credit course. All of us, we have completed that UHV 1 and UHV 2 workshop. So with that base, we are conducting the classes for the children. And internal activity of UHV cell, if we take the UHV cell, we have conducted a 2-day faculty development program on human values for all the faculty who are handling that SIP. Some of them have completed UHV 1, some of them have not completed. To make them competent, we have conducted one 2-day faculty development program, and we discussed how to conduct SIP. Because we are having 3 institutions, we conducted a 3-day faculty development program on how to conduct SIP. And in that program, we have discussed what all the activities we can propose during that student induction program. And we can see the tree plantation and all such things. And we are having a herbal garden in our institution and also in the department. And external activity, first and foremost, we have given the sessions on UHV to the students of Polytechnic. We are having another institution, Durga Devi Polytechnic College. There we have conducted the student induction program, particularly this UHV 1. And slowly the faculty from that Polytechnic also got certificated, and now they are doing on their own. And if we take the volunteering activities, our faculty members, a very few, frankly speaking, very few of us, we are into that volunteering activity. We are acting as the co-facilitator, the observer, and co-facilitator and observer in many of the human values FDPs. And we have attended that volunteers meet, conference volunteers meet in Bangalore. We too, that is Lata Mageshwari and myself, we attended that conference also. And we are happy actually to share that from our region, 3 of us from our institution, Lata Mageshwari, Lalita Ramachandran and myself, we have attended that UHV 3 FDP, and we too attended at SRM IST, and Lalita Ramachandran has attended at IIT Kanpur. And we have conducted in our institution, RMK Engineering College, we have organized this AICTE approved 3 days face-to-face faculty development program. And these are the participants. We have taken a picture with the facilitator and the management team. So some photographs, how we have conducted the faculty development program. This is day 2 events. There were student volunteers. They also shared their views, and actually it was surprising for us to listen from the student volunteers. And as a part of this, on the final day, we have done some tree plantation, or particularly the herbal plants we planted in the herbal garden. You can see the resource person, Madam Ila Didi, and our principal advisor and people. We were there in the herbal garden planting the herbal plants. And we had an interaction with the management. Some of the hostel students, we had a very good interaction with the resource person. The hostel students got benefited out of that. And our faculty sharing also happened during the valedictory function. Our chairman himself showed much interest, and he attended that valedictory function. Usually nowadays he is not participating in all the academic related things. So, but we have invited him, and he was very much interested to know the things happening in the FDP. And he attended the valedictory ceremony, and he gave a talk there. And self-reflection, we have the video, but for want of time.
This is Gayatri Priya, Assistant Professor in the Department of EC of RMD Engineering College. So through this UHV FDP, I have learned many more things for my life period. So first day, I got to know about harmony in myself. So harmony in myself, in the sense, I could find the happiness in me. So I have started to...
So for want of time, I'm not playing all the videos, but actually we have got the videos from the faculty and also from the students. And for this UHV2, during the classes, we are conducting some activities. So this is the activity given to the students to make a video clipping reflecting the proposal. That is the small exercise to understand what is the main reason for unhappiness in ourselves or in our family. Is it more due to lack of physical facility or more due to lack of fulfillment? These are few activities or video clippings our students have done. One student, she had an interview with her grandfather, and I'm doing well. In this, so like this, we are giving the activities during the UHV2 classes.
Hello, unhappiness in family.
Sorry.
In this modern society, there is lot of unhappiness.
So the academic process, what we are following for UHV 2 is 3-credit course. So we are conducting MCQ, assignment, mini project, internal exams, and also the model examinations. We have got self-reflection from the students during the 3-credit UHV2 course as well. Many students have given their self-reflection. I can share this. If we are going through, we can understand how much students are getting benefited out of this UHV course. And if we see the impact, what is at the center of your life now? Almost 90% of the students have given the answer as self. And is value education required? Almost 98% of the students have given yes. So we can see that students have a good understanding about this holistic development. So we are focusing on the holistic development. In addition to the skill development, we are focusing on value education also. And the second aspect is focusing on health of students and employees. Hygienic food, we cook the food at the campus. No canteen or no packed food inside the campus. Yoga exercise we are conducting during the SIP and it is continued. Digital detox, we are strictly prohibited to use mobile phones in the campus, and we are engaging the students in some other activities. We are conducting some competitions to keep them engaged. Lecture on physical and mental health, importance of organic farming. All these things are done in our institution so that we are developing the students and the employees' health and awareness on health. So these are certain things. Yoga, we did the yoga in our organization. A neurotherapist and counselor, she gave a talk on workout relaxation techniques for mental health and well-being. And this year we invited Dr. Sharmila Astana ji to give a talk on a holistic perspective on health. So these are all certain things happened in the health aspect. We are having a gym, we are having good playground to help the students more into the health related things. So again, we have self-reflection got from our students only on health. The part separately we have taken on health here. And how we are promoting awareness towards sustainable development. So we are having a course, Environmental Science and Sustainability, in the first year. And we are having student activity cell. There we are having 14 clubs. All the clubs are attached to sustainable development goals. The activities are conducted only based on the SDGs. All the clubs are conducting activities and competitions only based on the SDGs. And the college day also will be having a theme on sustainable development goals. And it is happy for me to share our college has been awarded with Clean and Green Campus by Rotary Club, 1 District, 1 Green Champion Award by Thiruvallur district by Government of India, ranked 54th across green institutional ranking, Swachhata ranking, and we are very proud of this green and pollution-free ambience, which has been conducive for good education to take place. And we are having water harvesting activity that makes the groundwater high. Okay, we are having a very good groundwater. The use of inorganic fertilizers have been dispensed with, and organic farming is being adopted for all the kitchen gardens and the herbal gardens, whatever we are having. The recycling of wastewater has been undertaken to reuse the water from bathrooms to the gardening purposes. And we are having an energy park. We set up with funding from TEDA, Tamil Nadu Energy Development Authority, which uses the solar energy for pumping and lighting. And these are the club activities we are having, the SDGs attached with that. Okay. So 14 clubs are there. Each are having one SDG aligned with that. And we have a habit of conducting generic talk series on Sundays. Incidentally, today the talk is on necessity of environment protection by Dr. N. Netaji. So this happened today morning. This is open to all the students and their parents and outsiders also. As a social responsibility, we are doing every Sunday. And as an institutional social responsibility, as already said, we have adopted 5 villages under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. We are doing technology transfer projects to rural community, modernization of library building in a village, skill development program for rural school children, and migrant workers we have helped during pandemic and all such things. And student extension activities, they are doing tree plantation, innovation and technology for gender equity program organized. We have organized that program also, blood donation camp. Okay, collaboration with UBA, we have conducted so many events at all the 5 adopted villages. The activities mainly solid waste management, support in toilet construction, wall paintings on public walls, door-to-door meetings on sanitization and hygiene, toilet usage, hand washing, and all such things. We have even designed and fabricated the biodegradable, non-biodegradable waste collecting wheel barrow, and we have given it to one school in one of the villages. The children in the school are engaged with certain activities, and our college students are helping them to do that activities. Societal development, we have got 1,75,000 special perennial fund for doing this effective delivery of UBA mandate. And second part, coming to impact of UHV at the level of institution, faculty, and students. I quickly go through this. Excellence in educational standards. We got this excellence group of industries for promoting industry academia interface in the World Education Summit. Recently, this February 2024, our vice chairman has participated in that. And we got A grade in sustainable institutions in India in the gold band rankings of for 2023 by our World Institutional Ranking. And this again for mental health and well-being ranking 2022, we are ranked 69th across India for excellence in upkeeping and well-being of the faculty. And we are specially got the certification from that is ISO 21001 and 2018. This is specific for educational organizations. And we are rated in top 100 NPTEL local chapters. We feel all these achievements are because of the development and implementation of human values in our institution. That is the root cause for all our institutional developments. And at the faculty level, we can see all our faculty, first year particularly, where the school children are transformed into the students who is going to receive their technical education. Almost all 100% of the faculty are have attended that UHV 1, and they are the mentor. And we can see one student's response in appreciation of the counselor or mentor. We call that as counselor, but actually it is the mentoring system. So we have a parent-mentor relationship also. We have parents meeting where the mentors will give certain inputs to the parents. And self-reflection, this is from a professor ECE. And I want to show this, Vijay Lakshmi.
I am Vijay Lakshmi from Electrical and Electronics Department, RMK Engineering College, Kavarappattai. I learned a lot through this FDP for the past 3 days. Be happy and let me happy.
So she is a lab assistant. So lab as a technical assistants also have undergone that FDP, attended that FDP. They are also benefited out of that. So professional society awards, all our faculty members, they are getting the society awards. And we strongly feel that all these achievements are basically after introducing this UHV to the students. Our students, maybe because of that cooperation and whatnot, they are learning in that UHV is helping them to perform better and better in all the other competitions also. And we have certain self-reflection videos from the students also.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shruti, and I'm here to share my experience and the thoughts that I've just learned from my USP sessions. From these sessions, I was able to self-reflect on my strengths and weaknesses and identified my areas of growth.
So like this, we are having self-reflection from all the students, okay? And finally, let me conclude with our future commitments. We are planning to conduct a self-funded FDP for heads of the departments and teaching faculty members tentatively in the month of November or December this year. And we are aiming at ensuring that all the faculty members in our campus complete UHV 1 and UHV 2. We have taken that as a mission, I can say. We have started that. Most probably in a year or two, all our faculty members definitely will attend UHV 2 also. And we are planning to conduct FDP for non-teaching faculty, administration staff, drivers, helper ladies, and scavengers. Actually, we are waiting for the Tamil translation. Once that is ready, we can have all these FDPs to these set of people. And we are planning to conduct FDP for the school teachers from our sister concerns, and also the government schools. We have spoken with the government higher secondary school for the teachers as well as 9th and 11th class students. We have discussed with the school principal, and it is the proposal is almost accepted. Maybe we have to fix time and we have to do. So we strongly believe that personal transformation leads to societal transformation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I think I have exceeded my time. Sorry for that.
Yeah, your presentation was very detailed and you are very excited. That's very nice that so much work has been done. 50% of the faculty has gone through and your target is 100%. So lots of amazing work you have done at RMK. So thank you so much for sharing your journey. And I'm sure that it will motivate many other institutions also to go ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Time we have to, of course, manage. It's
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, nice.
Now here we have individual sharing because that institutional is not available. So shall we proceed with that individual sharing?
Yeah, certainly that is fine. Or if there is time, we can, take some observation. Somebody else wants to ask any questions, they are welcome to do that.
Yeah.
Do we have time? I mean, that we have to just see.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes time. We can do that because that institution time is there for us.
Yeah. Okay. So we can take a couple of questions.
Yeah.
If there is any. See, so many things have happened. That is really very encouraging. Yeah, Prashantji.
Yeah, I have a question here. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Pawai, it was a very impressive presentation that you made, covering all facets. Just one small question. So you mentioned about the digital detox. So is it on all the days or on some days in the week?
No, sir. We are having a digital detox club. There we are giving the awareness programs and all such things, sir. Students also member of that. But as a part of that, in our institution, totally mobile phones are prohibited for students, faculty, and also for the management. So once we are...
Okay, so how do you coordinate and manage in the campus?
It is already there, sir. It is the norms followed in the institution that the mobile phones are strictly not permitted in the campus. We are having enough number of landlines in case of any emergency in the department, in the college. We are permitting the students also to make use of the phone, whatever we are having.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Nice. So we can go ahead with the next presentation. Thank you, Pawai.
Thank you, sir.
Nidhi Didi, over to you.
Didi, Prashant
Please
has
stop
raised hand.
screen sharing. I hope.
Yes, small question, 1 minute. If you can, otherwise not. Is there 1 minute for me, Pawai Didi? Dr. Pawai?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope I am not disturbing the schedule. But as told by Kumar Bhaiya, and you told that NPTEL you got the prize. But for NPTEL, mobile is compulsory for the students. How they will be doing the assignments then?
No. Students are having their laptops.
Okay.
24/7, the internet facility is provided in the campus. For the hostel students, throughout the day and night, Wi-Fi connection is there. And using that, students will be doing.
Okay. So instead of mobile, you are giving laptop.
Yes,
because
sir.
For NPTEL now, all the time assignments are given and it is better to be on mobile. You might be knowing. Okay.
Not only for NPTEL, our college learning platform itself, a digital platform only. So everything is posted there. We are having this digital platform where we are having all the material given and the test conducted. Everything is on the platform only.
Okay. Thank you then. Okay.
Thank you, Prashant Bhaiya and Pawai Didi. So now with individual sharing, I would like to request Dr. Sangeeta Shukla ji for putting her individual sharing. We welcome you.
Ji Didi. I'm namaste to all. I am Dr. Sangeeta Shukla and I was a professor at Sage University Indore until June 30, 2024. Universal human values entered my life in August 2022. Before UHV, I was very negative, had no trust in anyone, and lacked confidence. Outwardly, I seemed quiet, but internally, I was very depressed. My thoughts were focused on my problems and blaming others. Apparently, my condition didn't seem serious, but internally, it was at its worst. My sister often told me I should consult a psychiatrist, but I never accepted that I was suffering from depression. In August 2022, I attended UHV 1 and 2. Since then, I have been engaging with the content both online and offline, and it has inspired me significantly. UHV volunteering activity helped me in a great deal. My routine changed. As soon as I finished my necessary work, I would start listening to or editing UHV videos as I was involved in video editing as a volunteer. Having better material to listen to during my free time, unknowingly, it changed my thinking patterns and I became more positive. Two key UHV proposals helped me improve my imagination. First, the understanding of prosperity. And second, the realization that everyone is similar to me with similar programs and potential. One of my main concern was that I could not able to handle my 24-year-old son. His routine was to stay up all night and sleep during the day. Our time together was limited to 2 to 3 hours. And even then, we barely communicate. He would play online games, and then when I wanted to talk, he would shut the door of his room. He was preparing for government job exams and was under a lot of pressure due to the lack of positive results. He often expressed his frustration towards me. He didn't share any information with me. I constantly worried about how things would improve, how he would get a job, and so on. Whenever there was a job advertisement, I would remind him repeatedly, but he would procrastinate till the last moment, causing me to either get tensed or start scolding him. When I came across the UHV proposal that every human being is similar to me, I started observing others and reflecting on myself. I realized that I too had flaws and was not perfect. I saw my mirror image in my son, and my behavior towards him softened. I wanted to talk to him, but he would avoid me, and I struggled to start a meaningful conversation with him. He knew I was very disturbed. So when I asked him if I could share UHV content with him, explaining that doing so helped me understand it better, he agreed, and gradually, though not always, he began to listen to me. In these conversations, I discussed UHV proposal that I had heard on YouTube that day and what I had understood from them. Occasionally, he also started sharing his subject topics with me. I realized that his intentions were good, but his frustration from not achieving success was getting in the way. As I dwelled into the UHV proposals on right understanding, relationship, and physical facilities, and the concept of prosperity, I discussed these ideas with him. We concluded that it was better to live with positivity and peace, and his attitude began to change after that. Roughly after 5 or 6 months later, he cleared his written exams and was selected for a central government job. He joined his office and now feels comfortable talking to me. He shares details about his job profile, the office environment, and the work he has to do. Even my family has also noticed change in me. Earlier, I would get irritated over small things and become easily disturbed. Now, the level of disturbance has significantly decreased. The process was slow and required long-term, continuous effort. But I have emerged from that traumatic situation. Previously, my priority was only work, but now it has shifted to relationships. I value relationships much more than before. Although I still have many areas to improve upon, and many times I failed. All my mentors and co-explorers have played an important role in my transformation, and I am deeply grateful to them all. Thank you. Thank you so much. This much is from my side.
Yeah, very nice, Sangeeta ji. This this is very brief and to the point. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Kumar, you have some question?
Yeah, I'll just congratulate Didi, the way with the transparency with which you have shared your reflection and the preciseness with which you are able to see the transformation within and honestly present to the people around. That is really commendable. Nice, Didi.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so much. I mean, you, Sharmila Didi, and the morning session and video editing helped me a lot in my transformation. Because that
can be one recommendation. Those who want to transform fast should go for video editing task.
Yes. Because we are constantly listening to some good material, so that automatically those negative thoughts are overwritten by those good content. That was I don't have to forcefully change my thinking. It automatically happened with me, with that listening continuously those things.
Yeah. So that also indicates how volunteering helps transformation within.
Yes.
And volunteering for such tasks where you are constantly in touch with the proposals being put forward and you are thinking over that, you are analyzing the proposals, verifying within. So that is one recommendation that can be given for fast transformation among the students and the faculty. This kind of volunteering is really helpful.
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes.
Nice.
Right. Thank you, Bhaiya. And for the next sharing, Rajul Bhaiya, shall I call for the next sharing?
Yeah, please go ahead. How you have planned it, that is fine.
Probably Mahesh Kolte Bhaiya didn't join. Nidhi Didi, are you ready with the presentation? Shall I invite you? Because Mahesh Kolte Bhaiya didn't join. He didn't receive the mail. So it is under the process. So I invite Nidhi Didi for your individual sharing. Welcome, Didi, for the presentation.
Ji, thank you so much, Didi. I heard you with your sharing today, and thank you very much for that. I got benefited with it a lot. So my name is Nidhi Sachde. I stay in Dombivli, Maharashtra, and I'm currently working as assistant professor in Shivaji Rao Zondare College of Engineering. So today, what I want to share is about this feeling of relationship. And before joining UHV, I went through many different spiritual learnings as my mother used to follow it. But I would say now that I understood it not at all. But still, I just knew that I want to find something which is meaningful for me and for the students. What I was with this relationship part was, I thought it is my responsibility to fulfill relationship, and for that I can go to any extent. And I did so physically very much, as I'm able to recall since childhood. But then when I went through UHV proposals on feeling part, on relationship part, that it is between self and self, that there are these feelings which we can naturally, which are naturally acceptable and which we can recognize within us. So with this whole thing, I started exploring it after my marriage, and I had my daughter. She was maybe 3 by then. So I started exploring my relationship with my husband, daughter, in-laws, and of course I was exploring my relationship with my father also. I kept on just having that guilt in me about not being able to be with my mother. But then I would see after a very long time that those who are around me, with them, I have to be fulfilling instead of wasting my time just to think of what I could have done for those who are now not with me. And for this whole process, this feeling of trust and respect has been of help to greater extent to me. To exemplify, I would just say with my husband, I was not able to recognize this relationship. I would do things certainly, but then it was all like I am just fulfilling my part on formality part. With my daughter also, I assume that I'm trying to be the best mother, but then I never knew how I can go ahead with her with this feeling of guidance. With my husband, I would just put up few examples on how it used to be earlier and how it is now. How it is used to be earlier was I would follow what he says, and sometimes would be very stubborn on what part he's trying to convey to me. I remember many a times I would just say that I am going to do this and would do it irrespective of what is happening around him. That was the state earlier, but now with this feeling of trust and respect, earlier it was, now I am able to see that it was all over evaluation and under evaluation. And it used to keep fluctuating for him and me. But now I am trying to work on this feeling of respect, where this right evaluation on the basis of self, I am trying to work on. I'm trying to work on this feeling of trust to have that clarity on intention part. So whenever earlier it was like, if he is doing the part which I am, I decided something and he was not able to do it, and then how my reactions would be. And the problem was I would never react outside. It was all going inside. And that was very much challenging for me to face. And then I became so introvert in this relationship that I thought whole my life I would just be fulfilling the part on my part. But now I'm able to recognize his contribution. He has allowed me to be part of the volunteering team with UHV. I'm able to attend many offline workshops because he is able to be there at home. It took a long time for me to convey him about the health part. And one day it so happened that his attention also went to it. And now together we are discussing so much about it, on how we can go ahead with it, how we can have the food which is nourishing the body. And that togetherness, which was earlier missing, is now there. With my daughter, it was always like, I am saying it and you have to follow it because you are young, you do not understand anything, and I am the one who understand everything for you, what is right and what is not. Slowly it is changing. Now also, till this morning, this afternoon, I have been telling her to do things this way or that way. But now the change is I'm able to observe the feeling which I have, and I have started taking corrective actions. So before sleeping, if at all I'm like, she would tell me to tell stories to her every night. So before that or after that, whenever it is that I'm aware, I would tell her that this day, sorry, I did not do this part rightly to you, but I was thinking this would benefit you, and that was full intention from my side. And yesterday night itself, when I said sorry to her, she said, all the mothers in the world are like that only. They would first uh, scold the child, but their intentions are good. And now I have come to know that, so I don't mind it. But you can keep saying sorry whenever you are wrong. These are the changes slowly and gradually I want to bring in my living. And just would like to share that for whole of this thing to happen, this volunteering activity has helped me a lot, and particularly sharing the content. So every time I'm able to share the content about feeling of trust, about feeling of respect, I am able to recall what mistakes I went through and how I can correct it the next time. So this whole process of being a volunteer whenever possible, being part of morning meeting has helped me a lot. And I see this way. Earlier, I used to say that I want to follow this till last breath of my life. And then suddenly one day I was sharing it with my mentor, and he said, are you sure that you're going to be there for this lifetime only, or you are going to continue? And with that, now I see earlier this hurry I had that I want to understand everything in this lifetime only, but now I see that continuity is possible. And this has been enriching process for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi. Nice. Kumar, you want to say something? Anybody has any observations, so you can share, or any questions?
Namaste everyone. So nice sharing by Didi. Only thing is that I was just thinking that for personal sharing also, if we can put up a slide and have some points there, for example, relation with my spouse, relation with my daughter, my improvement in my mental state or something like that can be written. So that would make it more emphatic. Something of that sort can be thought of.
That you can keep as notes for yourself, because if you have slide and do it like that, in a conference, how it will look. So that is okay for a classroom kind of thing. It is, but for the conference preparation, it should be very crisp, and people should be able to take away, some specific things from that. Anyway, so nice, Nidhi ji.
Now, a very nice presentation by Nidhi Didi. Many congratulations to you for your transformation. Now, I would like to invite Mahesh Kolte ji for your individual sharing. Welcome, Bhaiya, for your individual sharing. Over to you.
Namaste, Didi.
Please
Namaste
switch
to
on
everyone.
your video.
Yeah, yeah. Namaste to everyone. Yeah. So may I start, Didi?
Yes,
Yeah,
Bhaiya.
Namaste, Mahesh Kolteji. Your video, if you can, bring it up a little bit, you'll be able to see your face. You can only see up to your nose.
Oh,
Yes.
one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Just now, yeah, 1 minute. Huh?
Yeah, now that is better. This is a little better.
Yeah. So, namaste to everyone. I would like to present my journey. But before to present my journey, I express my gratitude towards this whole existence, which is coexistence. I joined this values, human values, as well as this darshan from November 2011. And since then till now, in my journey, I received the help and the guidance from many people. So I put forward my gratitude and affection towards all these brothers and the sisters. I joined the practice sessions in 2020 from the first batch. And then what was said during the practice session, to be aware oneself. And now I'm able to see within myself. I think I achieved the feat of seeing the thoughts as well as the feelings and sometimes the sanskar within myself during these practice sessions. And if I have seen the method of this self-inspection as well as the testing that I got from the practice session, then I also accept that I'm able to see my action. That is, I'm able to see my imagination. I can rise above it, and then I can see the sanskar, and I'm accepting that fact also. I'm also accepting the features of this practice session. The decision is mine, and I'm the responsible for that. So I'm able to see the decision as well as on the basis of that, the attention starts going from that word to the object, and then from that object to the reality. And the reality here we are saying it is a relations, a systems or organization, organize or the coexistence. And while observing and testing within, it seems that I'm having some of the belief, and based on that belief, there are some feelings, and based on that feelings, there are some thoughts, as well as based on that thoughts, I'm having some act. So whenever I'm doing some part, after that one, the results are there, and that result we are accepting. But from this practice session, I got the information of this natural acceptance where I can see my doing. I can see the base of that doing, that is the thought process. I can see the base for that thought process, that are the feeling. And also I can see sometimes the sanskars behind of that feelings. And then I can say that, okay, this is what my natural acceptance, even though I'm saying it is my natural acceptance. So sometimes it may be in tune along with the coexistence, or sometimes it might be my manyata. We can say that assumptions. But on the basis of this natural acceptance, I accepted the relations of coexistence. And then I felt that I need to study what exactly these relations, and how it is, what exactly the system and how it is. And then there is a coexistence. So I feel that I need to go for the more study to study this part, to study to whom we are calling as a relations, to whom we are calling as a coexistence. But meanwhile, when I'm living along with this human-human relations, as well as the human with the non-human being relation, that is with the nature. So I thought that I should make a program and then I should work for that one,
so that I can see that how much I can understand. So by studying this relationships or coexistence, it is becoming clear that every unit has a certain behavior, as well as that is in complementariness, and that complementariness is along with it, everyone. So for this behavior and the complementariness, I want to make a program so that I can have that validation, because every times we are going for the verification and the validation, and through that one we can know that okay, this much part I understood, and this much part I have to understand. So I thought to do something to prevent the exploitation of this nature. And for that one, we have decided. So we miss myself and the Pratibhaji, my missus. So we have decided to work on the diet. And as we can know that the existence is coexistence, and based on that one, we feel that the exploitation of the nature should be minimized. Ultimately, we should not have that exploitation, but by doing some program, we are trying to go for that minimization. And at the same time, the human-human relation should be a tension-free, or that should not have the exploitation. And we are intended, so myself and the Pratibhaji, we are intended to do something for that one. And in this whole process, we also realize that we do not have the enough knowledge to maintain our health also. And the lot of peoples, the efforts has been made by the peoples, that awareness about this food also. So what we have done, we have made some of the efforts to make the awareness about the food. So we have started for that awareness program. And from that one, we realized that how important that agriculture is, and how deeply all our festivals and the cultures are connected with this agriculture. The dietetics reveals the relationship of this nature with every human being, as well as from here, the social system is born. So we could see this part as we went to in depth along with the peoples, and we are having that interaction, and then we can got this okay, that there is a culture, there are the festivals which are connected with our agricultures, and the social system is in tune with this. Then we have decided to work with the farmers who practice the natural farming, who do the farming in the natural way without using the chemical and the pesticides. So we decided to work on accepting the food as a commodity, and for this we started the promoting it with the peoples, and we are sharing about the naturally grown vegetables, fruit, grain with many friends and the families. And for this one, we have created the WhatsApp group, namely as a healthy food bag. So we accepted this as a promotional activity, and then we come up, or we are there along with the natural farmers. And it was our decision to reach out to the people through this group, so that the exploitation of the nature that should be minimized, and then the human-human relation should be maintained. And through this group, we found the farmers from the surrounding areas of the Pune who practice the natural farming. We also conducted some of the sessions in societies, colonies, and the colleges to find the customers to promote these activities for the selling of the produce. Also created the awareness among the people about the diets. And along with this one, we are also putting up the proposal about the resolution, to whom we are calling as a samadha, and the prosperity, that is a samruddhi. And it was also explained how the food requirement can be fulfilled. The attention was drawn to the fact that the requirements are definite and the resources are sufficient. So this is what the main theme when we are going with the session with the societies, colonies, and the colleges. So in this healthy food bank, the customers, they are placing the pre-order And then based on that pre-order, what are the produce which are available along with the farmers give them with this produce. The farmers, they came to this to our premises in Pune. Normally they are visiting on Sundays. They are visiting to one group for that for an hour and a half, means 1.5 hours. The customers, they are coming there, they are taking items what they required. And for these farmers, we are calling them as a taidar. So we are giving that sambodhan also. And there is no middle person in between. So that money goes directly to these taidadas. And today we are having such 15 groups in Pune city. So almost 200 or 300 families are connected with each group. So we can say that almost 3,000 plus families are associated with us as of now. And along with that, 100 farmers, they are connected with this system. So along with this one, we have kept the other part, that is a self-respect. That is the most important in our system. That is the more important than this roti, kapda or makan, and which is the principle of this group. For example, if there is a doubt of that product, then the members of this our healthy food bank, they are respectfully ask these farmers, and then we are having that conversation between the customer as well as the farmers, and in that way we can say that relationship is becoming stronger and stronger, and each member that lives in harmony with this group. So here we are saying it is not a trading system. This is a family movement. In this sense, every farmer become a better, and our group also grew. So here we are having one big change in this journey. This is the journey of the last 8 years. So we can see that our medical expenses become negligible. And as we can say that medical expenses become negligible, and that is what our saving. The frequent problem was that the frequent stomach upset that has been get stopped, the headaches and the vomiting that get stopped. The child also get stopped having that acidity. So in short, we can say the expenses, what we are getting that expense is the food is itself is a medicine. The quantity of that food is not important, but the quality of that food is very important. And it is now well known that a nutritious food is a complete diet. And here we can see that we doesn't know when exactly that small and the big health problems got automatically stopped. But assessing this hard work of these farmers as well as getting them a fair price is a need of this hour. So as our health problem is getting solved, but we are also observing that the fair price for that farmer should get it from our group. And nowadays we can see that today the situation is a little better. They are getting a very good price. Okay. Why I'm just talking about this price? Because we are not having that bargaining when we are buying the comforts or the luxurious. So we doesn't have there is no bargaining for the luxurious item. But here, when we are coming towards these farmers, then we are having that bargaining. So what a shame that we bargaining for such necessities of the life. So here in the market, the prices of that fruit and the vegetables are fixed by the middle person. But here in our system, the price is fixed, and that has been fixed by the farmers, and it is remain constant throughout the year, and that is affordable for the common man also. So hence this make both customer as well as the farmer happy and satisfied. We can say that way. And our family members visit this farmer's field also and they can live in the natural environment of that farm. The children and the adults, they learn a lot from these farmers also. And in that sense, we can say the relation has been maintained between this farmer as well as the consumers. So when I put up the question of this pricing, so we are just giving the example to this consumer about how much the efforts that has been put up from this farmers to just grow vegetables or grain, and then by growing it, the price is getting fixed up by the some else. Okay, so here we are just concentrating on this part. So can we really value the labor of this farmer correctly? And this is really worth thinking about. And we are just putting up these questions or these issues and this discussion in our group. And then everyone is satisfied the way we are having the prices in our group. Just now, this is the 9th year is going on. So 8 years ago, this idea came in mind and the first step has been taken up. Then very many, some good people, a lot of good people, they join with our group. And then we have find out that the many chronic diseases also cured by following the natural diet. So today many people are living with this new hope by following a healthy diet and this toxin-free diet while facing a major disease. So we are having a lot of examples with us with this what I mentioned here. What we are saying that the farmers, they're serving this mother earth and they are happy that their labor is properly valued here. Our new generation is also ready to help all the farmers with this because our children and a lot of new generations we are seeing that they are helping our farmers while delivering this items to the customers. So when the vegetables are getting distributed on the Sundays, we can see that atmosphere just like as a big family where we can say the satisfaction is there. The picture of that buying and the selling disappears, and we are very happy to see that our needs are getting exchanged with the respect and the dignity. Sometimes the nature also takes the farmers. So sometimes due to the excessive rain or sometimes due to this excessive heat, the crop gets spoiled. But the farmer's stove keeps burning because everyone in our big family that take care. So they help. So there is a help from our customer also to these farmers with this situation. So in this our system, there are the 2 points. One is that there should be a sense of cooperation and the participation between these farmers and the farmer and the customer. So there should be the cooperation between farmer, customer, and between the customer. So this is the major point we are focusing. And the second point, there should be an intention that nature and the human that should not be get exploited. So it is not only to get something from that farmer, but the intention should that the nature should not get exploited. So the nature should get nourished. Yeah, we can say it is a very small steps, but it is a step. Now we can see that it has been almost 8 years so far. This one is the 9th year. So we feel that every year we can see the feeling of cooperation and the participation is getting increased bit by bit. Along with this, everyone coming up in this group, the addressing that Sambodhan is in terms of that Tai and Dadas. The customer also addresses the farmers with this Tai and Dadas. So everyone with this Sambodhan. So due to this, we can see the feeling of respect with each other, and that is becoming stable nowadays. So we have to work to make the nature exploitation free. And on this basis, we can see the feeling of complementariness with each other, and we can see that is getting increased. So that feeling is getting increased with this group. So our group is based on this food and the proper justice to the farmer, as well as the human-human relationship. So what I think that this is the very small efforts to create the awareness in the society about the whole earth and to maintain our health as well as by eating this natural food and treating the people like human. It seems that one can live with this satisfaction. Efforts are being made to ensure the new generation should adopt this system. And we are also trying to include the important issues as well as, so what I mentioned here, there is the labor evaluations, the labor, how that labor should be evaluated. And that labor evaluation, that should be the part of that education also. So I would like to stop here. So all you listen me carefully. So love to all of you and wish you all the best for this prosperous and satisfied life. So this is from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mahesh Koltaji. Very nice. I know that Pratibhaji has been really working with you on this, and that there are videos that you have made which are very expressive. So thank you very much for sharing your journey. Kumar, you want to say something?
A very nice hearing, Mesh Bhaiya. The way you have talked about all the details and the way you have shared how every stakeholder is satisfied in the process, that is very encouraging. I just request that you make a complete report about the business model that you propose and the wants to take care of to make such a business model successful. That would be really nice, because this can be taken forward in institutions also, because nowadays we are talking about entrepreneurship, we are talking about innovation or self-reliability through production, and such reports can be really useful. It can go in text as well as video. So that would be really nice. Video is probably what you have made. If a comprehensive report can be made and also the sustainability part can be taken care of economically, that will really help.
There are more than 300 families, isn't it, Mahesh Koltaji, that are part of this network?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah. So, and how many farmers?
100 plus.
100 plus farmers. And every week you have a meeting with them.
Yeah, but out of that 100 farmers, 20-25 farmers they are coming down, because some of the farmers they are seasonable. No? We are going for the seasonable. So on an average, 25 to 30 farmers they are visiting to our place.
Yeah. So in this, see the feeling of relationship as well as the, you know, it's not based only on having good food or nurturing food. It is based on together understanding what our purpose is and fulfilling that purpose. The food is a part of it, but it is the focus on this presentation is about that part, and about the distribution. But it is much more than that. So those things also you can highlight, that is very important. See the way that the meetings are held and the way that the interactions are taking place, the way that the families are participating, that is really very heartening. So those, and if you can show some photographs, those will be nice. Otherwise, it becomes little. With that, it would be nice, I think. What do you think, Kumar?
Certainly, I'll say that Bhaiya can make a comprehensive report
Yeah.
And that can be shared with institutions. And also, if you can make a half-an-hour video where there are some interviews with the different stakeholders. And for example, when we saw the video of Hewlett Bazaar, it was very impressive the way it came up. That kind of video can be made, and maybe some institution can help on it. So we have some courses like in my institution also we go for animation and video making. So probably a group in Pune can help you out on that, and we can make a very good documentary.
There is a very there are two videos that I've seen. Maybe there are more, and there are newspaper articles on this. So those are there already. So request you to share those, Mahesh Koltedi.
Yes, bhai.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as Kumar Bhaiya also is mentioning, I will try to go with this comprehensive report, as well as we are having some photographs. So I will come up with that one total report plus the videos as well. I will try for that.
And we can make a documentary also, Bhaiya. That can also help.
Okay.
Nowadays with mobile, no, it's very easy to make documentary. Free softwares are there and mobile is there for video making. So it has made things very simple.
Yeah, they have a filmmaking institute in Pune, a very popular institute.
Yeah.
We will also get content.
Yeah. The video that is already there, that is by itself very, very nice. I would encourage everybody to see that.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah. It is like Hewlett Bazaar, I think, to quite some extent that, and at a practical ground level, what can be done. Pratibha was an astrophysicist teaching in an institute. And then after she realized these things, she opted to work on this full time, well, not full time, but spending a whole lot of time on this. So that is a very good story, not only of transformation at individual understanding level, but also at this level of contributing to the lives of other people.
In fact, we have many students who come from rural background. They already have farms, they have family to support, and if they get some confidence that this can be a viable model, then they may like to opt for it.
Yeah. In the morning, what Tashiji had shared from Bhutan, there are stories like this, that students are opting for taking care of their farm instead of, trying to go into the rat race, if you would. So it's a very encouraging option, I think, what Mahesh Kolteji has shared. Nice. Now, Kumar, there are only 3 minutes for the next one, so we have to.
Yes, Bhaiya, yes. Certainly.
Yeah, Ilaji, I think this has been really very, very heartening, this whole set of sharings. Thank you all for your team for doing this, Sangeeta ji, Soumya ji, and everyone who has been part of this.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so much. So, shall we end this
We
meeting?
can close now. We can close now.
Namaste to all, and thank you very much for joining the session. And it was very enriching the whole day to learn the new things going on everywhere in all presentations.
Yeah, and I think every individual sharing, in fact, the sharing of the institutions also had some distinct takeaways. So that is also very good to know. And maybe we can make a list of all those takeaways, particular things which came out through the sharing. That will also be very good.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Ji.
Okay.
Namaste.
We'll see you in 1 minute, Kumar, now.
Yes, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone.
Okay.
I was utilizing that 1 minute.
In fact, I would really like to say, I think he's left now. Bhaiya just left. Anyway.
Yes.
Mahesh Bhaiya, Lalita Didi and Lata Didi, they all were added today morning. Mid-morning, I would say. And they promptly, of course, it's there within them, but very promptly done the sharing. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank you, Didi. You are allowing us and to be here.
Oh, no, you all had to be there. Somewhere it got missed, and then we realized in the morning. So we had to make place and we had to see to it that you all were there.